Hello, and welcome to another Behind the Poem story. Today, I want to talk to you about the poem, What You Can't Do. And the title and the concept behind the poem are a result of years and years of listening to the news reports and listening to people's opinions about what we can and cannot do about the problems of today. It's from years and years and years of talking to my students about how, yes, they can make a difference and how anybody can make a difference and that kind of thing. So this poem the story behind the poem from my latest collection, Coffee and Paper Cuts, is to kind of address that concept. And on the back of the book, Coffee and Paper Cuts, it's part of the blurb that where I talk about how a lot of people say that one person can't make a difference or one voice isn't going to make a difference. We all know that one voice adds to two, adds to three, adds to four. And the more people that try to change something, the more people that get added to that, one person really can tip that over the line. One person really can make that difference, but everybody has to be that one person in order for it to add up. And so the poem, What You Can't Do, is a kind of reversal. Everybody is very concerned. Everybody loves telling you what you can't do. You can't make a difference in the environment. You can't make a difference with just doing a little bit of recycling yourself. You can't make a difference in healthier eating and in homelessness and in despair and in mental health and all of these things. And you know what? No, we can't necessarily know what effect our actions will have in the long run, but that doesn't mean you don't do it. That doesn't mean you don't try. It's one of the problems I face when I'm talking to my teenagers. When they outcry, what is the point of trying if I know I'm going to fail? Well, you don't know that you're going to fail until you've actually tried and then actually not succeeded. And the only way to absolutely guarantee that is what's going to happen is to not try in the first place. Not trying will guarantee that you will fail, but trying has a equal shot as long as the what you try is the best you've got. And it is that whole concept of, no, I can't fix world hunger and I can't fix third world infrastructure. I can't personally end a war in the position I am now. But I see anywhere from 50 to 150 teenagers all day long. And I try to help them think for themselves. And I try to get them to consider each other's feelings. I try to get them to speak up when somebody's bullying. I try to get them to express themselves and say how they feel and what they like and what they don't like. I try to do all of those things. As one person, I try to positively influence 50 to 150 kids a year and hope that they in turn will positively influence their siblings, will positively influence their parents or the rest of their family, will positively influence each other and do something positive for the world, each and every single one of them. And I'm hoping that that is what will happen. I know people that have personally influenced one person's happiness, one person's future, one person's freedom. And if that's all that you accomplish in life, why is that not enough? Why is not making the day better for just one person? Why is that not okay as a contribution to society? We are so concerned over the overwhelming odds of fixing the environment, of fixing world hunger and homelessness and despair and mental health and all of these huge things. Why is doing it one person at a time not considered good enough to be happy about, to be thankful for? And I completely disagree with this concept. As long as you are giving it your best to be a good human being, and as long as you do that every time you can, every chance you get, as long as you don't pass up an opportunity to make a positive change to someone near you or next to you, that's enough. We can't control what's beyond our control. We can't control what governments do except by voting. We can't control what health and environment hazards happen except by making it our best effort to do so. And we have to choose to do so. We can't just look at the problem, say, nah, I can't fix that, so I'm not going to try, because obviously if I try and then it doesn't get fixed, I'll feel bad. Don't. The whole concept of being kind and doing a positive thing for someone else, or even doing a positive thing for yourself, making your own life better and making your own mental health better, making your own environment better. That's okay. It sounds selfish, but if you do something for yourself that makes you feel good, and then you in turn feeling good, go and help someone else, that's not bad either. There's all of these things that we are convinced we can't do. So we don't do anything at all, because why do anything at all if we're not going to succeed in doing everything? Screw that. Obviously it's a long poem. What can't you do? So I don't usually get to read it at open mics, but I do feel strongly at thinking about and considering, okay, I can't do this. I can't solve all homelessness, but I can speak to someone who I see in the train station. I can drop a couple of coins that mean nothing to me into their cup and hopefully make a little bit of difference to them. It's not much, but seeing them, acknowledging them, treating them as a human being, and not pretending that I don't see them and crossing the street and ignoring their humanity, ignoring their existence because I can't fix their problem. Well, I'm going to choose not to do that. I'm going to choose when I can to give a little bit of money, and not think about all the conspiracy theories and the newspapers that say, oh, well, a lot of people that are homeless are not actually homeless and they're scamming you, or a lot of people who are homeless use the money for drink or for drugs. Or what. You know what? I can't control their action, but I can control my humanity. I can decide that I'm going to take the risk and put, instead of buying my 5-pound cup of coffee from Starbucks, or my 3-pound cup of coffee from here, or my sandwich, or any of those things, instead of doing that, I will put that into someone's cup and hope that it makes their day better or their life a little bit easier, because it doesn't affect that I'm going home to a warm house and a full fridge, but it might make a difference for them, even if it's only for one night. And that's okay. Making a million positive changes every day is so much better than not making a darn bit of difference in your day, and you'll feel better for it. So when you read the poem, What Can't You Do? Don't actually think about what you can't do. Think about what you can do. Help your neighbor with their groceries, or help the food bank bolster its thing for the mom who may be on 2 jobs and still not being able to pay the bills and feed her kids, right? Do what you can when you can, so that even if it makes only a little bit of difference, it's still a difference. We get so overwhelmed that we forget that, little things matter too. So I hope you've enjoyed this behind the poem story. I hope that you choose to go out and do something little for someone else, or something little for yourself, and that we each and every day make that choice to be kind, make that choice to be positive. And I hope that you continue to read the poems and write your own, and explore these stories and explore these poems to make your day a little better, because that's what I write for. I write to make my own day better, and I write to hopefully give voice to someone who can't quite put into words what they feel. And I will see you next time in Behind the Poem Stories. Bye.